Hi, this is, I suppose it's the new channel. It's not really any different to what the channel was before. It's just, yeah, I'm doing this now. If you are from the No Expense Spent channel, where I've been doing cars and crafts for quite some time, then you'll be familiar with what's going on here. I make things, I sew things, I paint things, I restore things. I have a lot of different skills that I can't easily pigeonhole into just a channel doing only one thing. So we do a little bit of everything, and I can't guarantee you from week to week what it will be. At the moment, I've been doing a lot more sewing because I've been making some stock to move on, but that's not always going to be the case. Sometimes I'm doing artwork. Sometimes I'm restoring things. I very, very rarely do furniture restoration. I do have a couple of pieces I want to do, but there's a lot on the to-do list lately, so they've had to wait because it's just cosmetic. It's nothing structural that they need, and they still work as bits of furniture, so I haven't worried about it. There'll sometimes be a bit of crossover as well. I've done some things that worked quite well on the other channel. The fuzzy dice video, for example, that was good because that's something where it is a craft thing because I'm making something from scratch out of materials and stuff, but it's also a car thing because it's for the cars. That's actually one of my better videos when it comes to performance because it still gets views even today. And some videos are good like that. So why have I done this channel? Because I didn't want to, and I did say for quite a while that I didn't want to do a second channel because it's more work. However you look at it, it's more work. I have to make graphics and do slightly different video editing and all this kind of business. I've got to keep track of it. And if this channel does better than my other channel, I've got that problem to address. And I already have a lot on my plate as it is. But I know I have a core audience of people who enjoy the craft content. And unfortunately, recently I learned that I think I know why my views have been tanking on my craft videos, which is people are not seeing them. Now, I've seen this from other creators as well on the platform, where they, I don't know, they veer out of their lane. That is the videos that do very well on their channel. So algorithmically, if you do something different and it doesn't do as well instantly, then that sort of content doesn't get pushed. And of course, because my channel doesn't fit into a box, there aren't really any other channels I can think of out there that do car stuff and craft stuff together. Usually people split these things up, or as is more common it seems, they just have the one interest. They're not all over the place like I am. But it means that I've been putting the effort into doing the craft videos and people haven't been seeing them. The other problem, I'm trying to grow the channel because I'm trying to find some way of making a living. And I have to admit that I think the craft stuff is holding back the car channel. Because when a video does badly, then your channel as a result ends up doing badly. And I think I've been hit with that because the growth on my channel has stagnated a bit lately. And it's not for want of trying. I am putting the content out regularly. Yeah, it's hard to get seen. It's really hard to get seen when you aren't mainstream. I'm definitely not mainstream. So that kind of forced my hand a bit. I didn't really want to split off and do a second channel, but here we are. Hopefully, it will be the right decision. And perhaps another reason for my views not being as good is that actually my audience is just fed up of seeing the old car stuff and they just don't want to see any more. So maybe it's not the algorithm. Maybe it is my audience. Maybe it's my videos. That's the problem. You never know. It's all guessing. You never actually know for fact what is and isn't working. And if YouTube or whoever move the goalposts, you definitely don't know, because they're always tweaking and changing stuff. I'm small beans over here. I barely register on any of the stuff because I'm so tiny. 1,000 subscriber channel. Yeah, it's just, I'm not that important. And that's fine. I'm just doing my thing. Maybe this will help. I'm hoping as well, with this being the introduction to the new channel, that the audio is better, because I'm using the microphone that my good friend James sent me. And he knows a lot more about audio than I do. He has a recording studio, so you'd hope he knew a lot more about audio than I do. I've put a link in the description box down below. He's also the one that's responsible for the NESS theme tune and all that kind of thing. His channel, he does audio equipment repair, synthesizers, that sort of thing. It's good stuff. You might enjoy it. Go and give him a watch. And yeah, he's a northerner like me. We've got to stick together. Well, he's not a northerner quite like me. I don't think any northerners are like me. So yeah, what else can I tell you? Because I suppose this is a bit of a vlog now, more than it's just an introduction. And it's just me getting used to the fact that I've got a microphone on, which I hope is picking things up. And I hope it's not going to be too much grief to sync it afterwards. I mean, it's funny, isn't it? I don't really personally have a problem with the quality of the audio on my channel, but I know other people do. The trouble is, audio equipment's expensive. And I just don't earn enough from this. I don't earn enough to really even cover my costs for the videos. The money for the videos and everything involved there comes from other parts of my business. So yeah, without the help of friends, we would still be on the onboard microphone from the camcorder that I use. And the camcorder I use is ancient tech too. But nobody seems to complain about that. And I like the camera I use. It's very reliable and pretty robust. So I'm happy to stick with it. I like the field of view it gives. I think the autofocus is generally pretty good on it. The quality of the lighting, how to describe that? See, I never went to school or anything for audio-visual stuff. I'm literally learning as I go. So, yeah. And I have no dad points to spend on any of this. So it's a challenge for me. And I'll be frank, I don't really enjoy it. For somebody who does YouTube videos, it's a bit of a chore at times. The editing is a bit of a chore. I think if I could afford to, I would definitely get somebody else to do my editing for me. But I don't want the channel to ever be too polished. I want it to stay a bit sort of real and relatable. Because I'm not interested in chasing clout. I'm not interested in being an influencer at all. I'm just interested in sharing my hobbies, showing people, you know, what you can do with very little. And hopefully, I mean, I have had some wonderful comments over the years from people who have found the videos useful. Which is particularly nice when it's very niche stuff. The Lanchester videos in particular on the other channel, they have had some really lovely comments from people who have bought one or they've had a problem that they've been struggling with. So that, for me, that's what makes it worthwhile. Not so much the chasing numbers. And I know that's not really That's not really what YouTube wants me to do. I approach YouTube more like the early days of it, where you're just posting videos for people to watch. You're not worried about the rest of it. But unfortunately, because of my stupid health, I have to find some way of getting something in within my abilities, and the YouTube is definitely one of those things. I should be very curious to watch this back and see what the audio is like. Don't know if I'm actually going to use this. I will probably use something else, but we'll see. I've got plenty of other things to iron, so I think I'll probably do that, because if I iron those other ones, that would be good. That's all my pieces ironed, ready to sew. Yeah, well, we'll have a look at this footage and see what it's like. Hopefully it's legible. Yeah. And then maybe I'll do a proper video. We shall see.